It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Patriots, and it comes your way next.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And leading them out in the third year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Jones got the connection here to Bourne, and he will have the Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it and occasionally.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
How about that? Good man coverage. He decided to test the early, but it proved up to the task.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball start.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11 Landry. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
Back to the running game with Swift to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over first and
New
10.
England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
For the Patriots.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Landry now on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively. And second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Glenn. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So
all right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody.
We'll send you
We've
down
got
the
a full
coast
slate
now
of
to
16
Orlando. That's where
games
we
here to
find
start the new
Jonathan
season.
Coachman, ready
So let's
with our
take our
EA
first
Sports
trip
halftime
around the
report.
NFL.
Coach.
We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Let's stay in the AFC West and check out what's going on with the Chiefs at home in Arrowhead. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Darnell Mooney, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 42. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Now we look now at their selections from this last draft, and Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them, but they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never tipped their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they had the guys that they targeted, kept it close to the vest. They did have a few tense moments in the draft room, though, waiting for those guys to fall to them because they really didn't go after them. And that's part of the allure of the draft to so many viewers. Chess matches playing out between 32 teams, and this one, they feel like they got a checkmate on this one.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
So give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, he's got Parker.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
No surprise to see Stevenson making that type of a play. People know him well. Unsurprised to see him over 1,000 yards this past season. He's a bruiser who was also 4th among backs with 69 catches. He can do it all in the New England offense.
Throwing Jones. Pass incomplete. Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Landry. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Jones on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Here's Corral.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third down, Corral. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Ramondre Stevenson.
44 yards.
And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Corral.
It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Eagles 26, Patriots 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Corral right back to the air after the pick-6.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down. He finds Parker.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 1st down, it's Corral.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Corral.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again, it's Corral.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now Corral.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
3rd and goal. Here's Corral.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's got room. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.